It's on a bit of an angle, but might be fun to watch. If it's fun to watch, I have no idea. But yeah, so then normally I'll just like grab the whole blanket setup and dump it into one of these containers and stuff like that. However, it won't fit in that container because it's more than 5 pounds. So then the other thing that I'll do sometimes when it's something like that is I'll just grab a container and just try and scoop it into the container. Yogurt time. So today I'm going to try and get caught up on the vlogs over there and videos. So yeah, just before I got a little bit under the weather, I recorded like 4 or so minifigure haul videos back to back. And so I'm just finishing editing up the last one from when I recorded that a week or 2 ago. And then I still have 2 vlogs to edit, so I will work on that. Or maybe it's 3 vlogs, I can't remember. I think it's just 2, but it might be 3 vlogs. I'll have to take a look when I actually get to editing it. But yeah, we've got another container of common minifigure parts and stuff to add to our container. Because yeah, for those who don't know, we have this container here, which whenever we go through minifigure lots and stuff like that, we basically just set aside all of the like common like city parts and stuff like that. We do just like a really rough check. We don't like check for cracks or anything. We just make sure it's not like covered in bite marks or anything. If it is, we put it in the garbage container. But otherwise, if it's a common city part, we just put it in a container here on the side. And then whenever it gets full, we put it in that container. And then whenever that container is filled, we'll probably just try and list it all because it's just the common city parts and stuff like that. All of these specialty parts like clone heads. That's not a clone head. There was a clone head. This is a clone head. Yeah, this is a clone head, but it looks to be sun damaged and a bit chewed up and stuff like that, so probably won't get listed. But all of the specialty parts and stuff like that get listed right away. And then the arms and hands go into the arms and hands store, and then all the city parts over there. And then yeah, that's just how we process it so that we can go through the lots a bit faster, because yeah, a lot of the common city parts you'll just find like a lot of. And so yeah, we just set them on the side, and then when it's full, we'll see if we can just get all of that stuff listed in one go. But yeah, there is lots to do because yeah, we've got that container there, which we've been wanting to finish for a while, but we just haven't had the time yet. And then we also have yeah, all of this stuff that's now washed that we can list. And then we got all of that stuff we have to go through and stuff like that. And then yeah, we got taxes, which we need to get done, but we're probably going to be waiting until Wednesday. Worst case scenario, it'll be next week because we might be a bit busy this week, so we have to do that. That'll take a couple days. And then we should be getting a little bit of bulk in, maybe 100, 150 pounds, give or take. We're not entirely sure yet. But someone I know messaged someone who is selling, and they were able to get some bulk. We initially bought, it's like 20-something pounds of gray bricks or something like that, and it's some nice stuff. We found that one in there and stuff like that, and that goes for like a couple bucks or something like that. And so they got a whole bunch more, a whole bunch of different colors and stuff like that. I feel slightly bad because by the sounds of it, they sorted it all by color. However, with how I sell it, I kind of have to mix it all together again. Luckily, it's not like it was like sorted too much per se. Like that's got like gray as a general thing, but that includes light gray, dark gray, light bluish gray, dark bluish gray, and I think that's all of that. I think I saw like a couple pearl dark gray and stuff in there, so it's not like it's too crazy of a sort. But yeah, it's always a little bit unfortunate when stuff like that happens. However, it was already sorted when we found it. It wasn't that we found it and then they sorted it or something like that. So yeah, that's a little unfortunate there. But when we get the rest of it in, I'll probably just go through each one first on its own to see what parts we want to remove, throw out the damaged parts and fakes and stuff like that. And then yeah, we'll just mix the rest together, and then we can get that added to the bulk listing. I'm not entirely sure, but I think we're after shipping costs and stuff like that, we're going to be roughly around $6 to $7 a pound, give or take, and stuff like that. There's no minifigures in the stuff, but there's a few specialty parts as you saw when we were looking at it. So yeah, we can go through that stuff relatively fast and then add more to the bulk listing on that. But yeah, then today I am going to make this my #1 priority and see if I can finally finish this container, because this container, well, I mean, there's 2 of them from the one lot that had a whole bunch of damaged stuff. Seems to just be taking a very long time to go through, mostly because it's just like all sorts of random parts. and I bumped into the shelf. And I'm hoping I wasn't the only one who heard that, but I'm almost 100% certain I heard a Lego brick fall. But it sounds like it fell in one of the in one of the drawer shelf things. Yeah, that's probably not good. But we will find it one day, most likely. Hopefully, potentially, maybe never. I'm not entirely sure, but it's somewhere there. But yeah, going to take the card out so I remember to pull orders. But yeah, this thing here is honestly a marvel that it was built and it's still like functioning perfectly. But this entire thing is freestanding because my dad didn't want to put any screws in the wall or anything like that. So yeah, the entire thing is freestanding here. But it is technically connected, as you can see there, to this stuff, which is on the floor here. And then that's connected to all that, to that stuff and everything like that. So it's, yeah, it's, but the trade-off with it being freestanding is you can just make the entire thing move a little bit. It probably didn't really see much on camera, and it didn't really move that much, but if you accidentally bump into it, it can definitely get you a little bit worried for a moment. Yeah, then we'll see one day if that brick ever sells and we can't find it. That is probably what happened today. Who knows? Yeah, then I will get to work. We just managed to finish listing that container of stuff there, and then yeah, I didn't pull any of the orders tonight, but yeah, as is usual within the post purge of the used parts, it's not like it's too crazy of a shipping day lot count wise. Dollar wise, we're still not at the same level we were before the purge, but we knew that we've only got a couple of used things here and there and some stuff over there listed. But it still is not quite the same dollar amount, but we're probably about, on average, about 50% or more of what it was pre-purge, and it only takes maybe 10% of the time on average to pull the orders. So we are making some good progress on that. Yeah, so with that container now listed, then tomorrow I'll pull the orders, ship them out, and then we can start on the next one. Yogurt time. So we are shipping out $927.01 today. This year we're not shipping out. This year is the CMF Series 1 version that has the cheerleader in it. The set that has the other copy of it that we're just trying to see if it is actually two different versions of the head is on the way or in the process of being on the way from Europe, but that won't be here for a little while. So yeah, we're shipping out one copy of this bird here, the Gakpo from the Bricklink Designer Program. Then we've got some stuff on eBay. Then we do actually have one version of the reddish brown hair Qui-Gon Jinn. I'll just show them side by side. Got some more over here to show side by side of the one being shipped out versus the other one. Let's put them side by side for a better comparison. See how well it picks up on the video. But yeah, that's the dark brown hair version, and we're shipping out the reddish brown hair version. Very noticeable difference if you compare the two. It depending on the lighting, it can look a bit different, but in person, it's day and night difference between the two, and you can kind of see it if you get it right. That's just a bit of dust there, not anything on the actual head itself. But yeah, reddish brown, which is the rare one, versus the dark brown, which is the now common one there. So yeah, we are shipping out the reddish brown one there. That one was, I think, $250 or so. Yeah, it's a bit funny because I used to be selling those guys for about like $17 or so back when the set first came out, and now yeah, it's gone up a whole bunch. Yeah, we are shipping out that stuff today. We are all caught up now with shipping and stuff like that. So that means it is now time to start on the next lot. And yeah, so to decide which one we're going to go through, like normal, we don't work on the parts unless we are out of minifigures because those will take a little while to go through. Relative to the minifigures, it's not as good of a return, so we will list those. That's why we have like these ones here and stuff like that, but only when we don't have minifigures and stuff like that to list. So then yeah, looking over here, we've got a good mix of a whole bunch of different stuff in these containers here, but I think I might actually start working on this here, because this here is 2 different 5-pound lots, rather than a whole mix of different lots, because the one I just listed was several different lots mixed together, and that's what had all of the ones that were just like a bit difficult because it was like incomplete and stuff more so than normal and the like. So I think that I might just go for this here then. I'll split it into several containers, go one at a time. But then, yeah, so this here is from the ones that I was just editing the videos on that has some of those parts. And then I saw somewhere here, yeah, it's another one. You always find Friends minifigures for some reason. They are like just almost as common as like the Scooby-Doo ones for some reason. Because yeah, I've got a whole bunch of them now for sale and stuff. But yeah, then I will work on this. But then, yeah, I was just thinking it might be something fun to watch if I maybe set the phone inside of a box of Lego. It's I'll see if I can get it set up real quick. It's on a bit of an angle, but might be fun to watch. If it's fun to watch, I have no idea. But yeah, so then normally I'll just like grab the whole blanket setup and dump it into one of these containers and stuff like that. However, it won't fit in that container because it's more than 5 pounds. So then the other thing that I'll do sometimes when it's something like that is I'll just grab a container and just kind of scoop it into the container. And I don't usually do too much per container. I usually try to go for about half to 3/4 or so. I do top it up towards the end though if I start running out of containers and stuff like that, because this year will definitely need to have those containers a bit more full and stuff like that. Then yeah, you can just do something like that and then just grab a couple handfuls and put them in the containers and set that one over there since we're kind of running out of room over here. And then we'll just grab this. I think this is what they call ASMR or something like that, but my talking is probably interrupting, so I'll stop. And that is now dumped into the 4 containers. And yeah, then I will start getting to work on this. So yeah, then we've got the containers here. I probably shouldn't be stacking them 4 high, but yeah, then I will start going through these now. The fog. So yeah, I was just listing and then found this headgear here, and I just thought it was just a regular Lloyd headgear, and I was just going to list it, but then I looked, and it turns out it's worth between $17 and $25. This here is for the one with the gold logogram. The one with just the white one is only like $1 or so, but yeah, it is exclusive to this minifigure here, which is about 30 bucks or so, and that is exclusive to this set here. So yeah, just interesting find that was not expected. Yogurt time. So yesterday was a bit busy, so we didn't get too much done. Got through maybe half a container of this stuff here. And yeah, still haven't gotten around to listing the stuff in this container, but we will eventually. But then I did get one more order in the mail, and so this one here, it was when I was cleaning up the top thing here. Just had the thing on my screen, so I didn't know if I was recording for a moment there. And it was, I placed this order for this cape here, because this here is the cape for Darth Malgus, which we have his armor thing here, and I needed his cape in order to add dimensions, but the cape was expensive, so I hadn't bought it before. I think it was like 40 or 50 bucks or something. But now we have that, and then just a few other random parts there, and then there, and then bought a Duplo figure, because that one should be able to add dimensions for 2 or 3 other Duplo minifigures, so then that should knock off a couple more of the remaining sub 100 things that are missing dimensions and stuff still on Bricklink. Then we made some more progress on the insurance stuff, so waiting to hear back on some of that, and hopefully then that means that we should be able to get it sorted out sometime in the next few weeks, potentially. Not entirely sure though, because yeah, it's always a bit complicated, more so than you think, and stuff like that. So we're still trying to figure out some of that stuff. But yeah, then I will process this and then get back to work on listing this. So today I was able to get in a whole bunch of listing and get through almost the rest of the container, but just ran out of time, so couldn't quite finish it today. And yeah, so then after that, we've got 3 containers left. So if I had to guess, I'd say, well, it was 10 pounds into 4 containers, so that's an average of 2.5 pounds a container. However, I think this container was the one that was slightly less full. So let's say 2.25 pounds. And I had already done a little bit of it the day before. So let's say that there's roughly maybe 1.25 to 1.5 pounds left in here, and there still is a little bit here, probably a fifth of a pound, maybe a quarter pound, if that, I'm not sure. But yeah, so then there's that left, and yeah, so then tomorrow should hopefully be able to finish up with a whole bunch of that. But then that would mean that on average, I'm able to, on a good day, well, actually today I didn't actually get that much listed because I got down late and stuff like that. But on a good day, then I should in theory be able to get about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of minifigures listed. So that is a good stat to have on that. But yeah, so some progress there. I didn't pull orders. I'll do that tomorrow. And then yeah, lots of stuff still to do. Yogurt time. So today we are shipping out $505.09. It's a bit lighter of a shipping day, but that's normal for a Friday. And then yeah, so we've got 6 orders here. 4 of them are Brick Owl and 2 Bricklink. And then we've got some eBay here, and we did sell one of the ones from the Death Star, and it is General or Admiral Grand Moff Tarkin, and so that one was $180. So today I finished with the one container here, so that is empty. And then, so yeah, I made a bit of progress on the next one, not too much or anything, but a couple handfuls of stuff listed from that. And yeah, so then we got basically 3 containers left now. The box is getting a bit more full, got a few more added again to it. And yeah, so going to hopefully finish up with this and then try and tackle that box there, and then after that go to the next one. But we'll see what happens if I get distracted again or something. But yeah, overall good progress. Yogurt time. So yeah, then yesterday had someone basically sift through the boxes that were over there, and they got rid of a whole bunch of the hair, like they used a lint roller, got rid of it, and then they pulled out a whole bunch of just garbage and stuff like that. You know, that thing is definitely quite destroyed and stuff like that. So yeah, then just removed a whole bunch of that stuff. There's some batteries in there, and I will probably remove some of the Nerf darts, at least for our Nerf dart collection. But then yeah, so found some pennies in there and stuff like that. I think the oldest penny we found was from 1930 30 something. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. It should be near the top here. Because Canada, there's several different designs for pennies. Like that there, well, I mean, it's being updated now, but that there is the more recent one. And then you'll find a older one, which is this type. And that's how you know it's a bit older. Then before that, you'll find this type here. And then before that, you will find this type. And then before that, you will find... I didn't even realize we had a centennial, I think, coin there. But then before that, you will find this one here. So that is the one that we found. So yeah, from 1933. So yeah, we found a penny from 1933 in that lot. So yeah, that is... it's 2025, so yeah, not exactly, but less than a decade away from being 100 years old. That is quite the old penny, but quite the interesting find there. So there's that, and yeah, so then today I am probably going to try and crack open this Wampa to find its part number, because yeah, this one here probably won't pick up anything on camera. Yeah, looking at the camera, it looks in beautiful condition. Well, at least when I was looking at it, when I edited it, it might not be that, I'm not sure. But I'll see if I can get it a bit closer, but most of it is just like nasty like that and stuff like that, like a whole bunch of marks and crayon and just wear and stuff like that. I'm not sure if the light balance is kind of throwing it off, but in person, this thing is in very poor condition. And yeah, so we'll see what the part numbers on the outside is, because yeah, you can see the one number on the bottom on this one here. However, if you look closely, there's two halves, and if you follow it, that number there is for the front half of it. So then that means that the back half has a number, and potentially those there have a number, though usually they don't. So yeah, we will open that up. And then, yeah, so, yeah, then hopefully get some more of this stuff listed, and then clean off the table a little bit here. Then might, on Monday, be parting out just a couple Captain Rex Starfighters and stuff like that. So, yeah, lots to do, but, yeah, this is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching if you got this far. Today is a Saturday. This vlog will be out Monday, and the next vlog the Monday after that.